So we are in Bhubaneshwar, and on the sidelines of the Pravasi Bharatiya Diwas, we've had the pleasure and the good fortune of getting the opportunity to speak with some members of the Indian minorities delegation who have traveled from across the world, from the UK, from US, from the Middle East. And we are here at the Sri Sri University campus, even as we are having a Rising Bharat conversation. So my first up, thank you very much. आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you for joining us and participating in this conversation. I have Babaji Diljit Singh ji from Chicago, is a spiritual leader. Bhavdeep Dhillon, the jury member for the PWP, and he's there. Gurjeet Singh Sandhu is here. He's into shipping, and he's from the UAE. I have Raghav Gopal, who is CEO within a very huge AI company. And I have Mohammad Farooqi, a businessman, and he's joining us from the US. Now, he's into the printing business. I've got some lovely ladies, doctors, authors, and people from all walks of life. And ladies, as and when we come and speak with you, I will speak with you. And sir, I'm going to start with you. First up, your experience of coming here to Odisha for the Pravasi Bharatiya Diwas, how's it been?
Oh, it's excellent. The people are particularly from the Odisha is very, the humble and very kind for us. Even, from the sweeper to, the commissioner of the police, they all are give us, tremendous, the experience with them.
You're from Australia, Ravindra.
Yeah, I'm from Australia. I'm the politician in Australian Labour Party. Yeah, I just recently filed an election in Australia. And I'm the first guy in Australian Labour Party history who filed election.
Lovely. So let me ask you, what's the difference, similarity, or perhaps improvement in perception of Bharat as a country over the last few years?
Yeah, the thing is, there is many things but the main thing is, that when you got a strong leader in your leadership, and globally he have, the good experience with all leaders. So, uske karan hi hum logo ko bhi wahan pe they give us, opportunity to fight the election, and they give us, very good things there. Just because of the, the strong leader of the Indian community.
So, cricket mein upar niche hota hai, usse
yeah, that's a different thing.
But Babaji, your thought process, you've come to India often, Bharat often, aap aate hain?
Yes, it's our pleasure. We are invited here on the Pravasi Bharatiya Diwas by our PM Modi ji. We have a organization here, the Indian Minorities Federation. In the direction of Modi ji, he did a lot of things for the minority. Every single minorities in India here. I belong to the Sikh community, faith and spiritual leader of our community, faith. Whatever he did, never know any Prime Minister of India he did in past and before. He did a corridor of Kartarpur Sahib. He removed the GST from the Golden Temple Langar. It was the big thing for our Sikh community. And in 1984 riots, the crucified the Sikh genocide, and he gave the job and justice for those who was waiting from many years, long times. But that's why I say the Modi ji, he's Iron Man, Steel Man. He's taking with every minority with him, and now we can say with the proud, in next time, in future, not long time, in a year, couple of months or a year, the India is going to be the power of the world.
But Babaji, on the one hand, you say that PM himself during emergency found shelter in a Gurdwara, and he spent time as a Sikh, and for him Sikhs are very close, and you just outlined what he's done for the Sikh community. But there is a different narrative that's being pushed in the US and in Canada. We saw it manifest in Australia and UK. I want to understand how much of it is true, or ye kitna perception hai?
That kind of persons are smaller. They don't have a very importance. We don't have to reaction on them. No, they have a nothing. They have don't issue. Their issue is only just to cry We don't have to give them any kind of importance.
Is that a very small, minuscule grouping?
Very,
Or
very
is it
small.
a larger?
Very small.
Very small.
Yeah.
Ma'am, your good name, please.
Hello, I'm Rashmi Mishra from the Indian Minorities Federation, and we are part of a bigger group in UK which is called Inspiring Indian Women. And here we are with 20 of us trying to build a bridge between the rural women in India with the British Indian women in UK, so that they benefit somehow, because we have been existing in UK since 8 years, and we want to take advantage of that, the platform which we have created in UK, and it must benefit to financial freedom to the rural women in India, what they make, the little things like handicraft, handloom work, and small cottage industries. They need to benefit, and I'm aware that there are many British Indian women who want to contribute in some way, so I want to be the living bridge to help them connect with the people here.
And the ladies next to you are your friends? Do you know
Yeah,
each
they're
other?
part of Inspiring Indian Women.
We are from Inspiring Indian Women. So
Yeah, we are registered in UK as well as in India.
Okay.
So we are doing a lot of work.
Oh, fantastic. So any single case study, ma'am, that you would like to outline? What is it that you've done? Ma'am, you've got the mic in your hand.
Yeah, Rajshri Jain this side, and I'm also a minority as per Indian laws, but we don't take any benefit out of that.
Yeah, the Sikhs, Jains are all like that, even the Parsis. Yeah, true. Hanji.
Thank you so much for acknowledging that. But the thing is, see, we are with this IMF, and IMF is doing great job. What I came to know about this, और यहाँ के लिए मैं बताना चाहूँगी कि हमें जो पुरी में जो दर्शन मिले हैं, उससे पहले मैं कई बार आई हुई हूँ, वैसे दर्शन कभी नहीं हुए. जो ये कॉरिडोर हुआ है तो इट विल अट्रैक्ट लॉट्स ऑफ टूरिज्म. और एक जो इंडिया की पिक्चर है कि सड़कें गंदी होती है, टॉयलेट्स गंदे होते हैं, तो टू माय अटर सरप्राइज इस बार स्वच्छ भारत अभियान अच्छे से चला है. और जो हमारे बच्चे थे पब्लिक टॉयलेट्स यूज़ नहीं करते थे, यूएस से आते थे, तो वो लोगों ने बोला है कि मम्मा वी कैन यूज़ पब्लिक टॉयलेट्स. ये बहुत अच्छी बात
So
हुई
it's a
है.
perception change. That's
परसेप्शन डेफिनेटली चेंज. मोदी जी ने स्वच्छ भारत अभियान चलाया है, और लाइक यू सेड कि थोड़ा सा इधर उधर कुछ होता रहता है, तो वी नीड टू इग्नोर दैट. But yeah, we are very much satisfied with the Indian government now.
Give me one case study where IWF, or Inspiring Women Forum, has helped women.
I mean, there is a disability foundation in Bihar, which is called T24 Disability Foundation, and as of date, and they were making agarbattis, incense sticks from waste flowers, and since last 4 years, we have helped them so much by sending monetary help in some way. Like we collect donations, sponsors money, and they are now, they have got a land where they are making, they've got a lot of support from the Bihar government now, but there was a time when they were on the streets making collecting the flowers, and we wanted to help them because they were giving employment to disabled Divyang people.
So are you now sourcing from them?
Yeah, exactly. We're doing that.
Oh, fantastic. Lovely story. Now let me turn attention to my right. I'm going to ask Bhavdeep ji, what brings you to Bharat and your thought process, and how have things changed or improved?
So we are here, as everyone has said, as part of the Pravasi Bharatiya Diwas. So I am part of some of the organization of the event and the awards. So we are just following the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, who has very nicely articulated that the non-resident Indians are the Rashtra Doots. So we are a big constituency, running into crores all across the world. And it is the vision of our Prime Minister to unlock this asset or unleash the power of our diaspora overseas. And this Pravasi Bharatiya Diwas, which is done every 2 years, this is the 18th actually, Pravasi Bharatiya Diwas, in which it is the purpose is to bring them back to India, reconnect them, tell the stories so they can go and relay these stories back to the rest of the world.
So let me ask you, you've come many years, har baar aate hain. So do you see Bharat changing? Do you see a story, a positive story गुरजीत जी?
बहुत बहुत श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ कि जो दुबई में हमारी पहले रिस्पेक्ट होती थी, आज से मेरे को 30 साल हो गए वहाँ रहते, तो इस लेवल पे चाहे किसी भी पार्टी की सरकार रही हो, ऐसा पहले हमारी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं थी जो आज है। आज वहाँ इंडियन ऑलमोस्ट 5 मिलियन के करीब है यूएई में
जी।
और जो रिस्पेक्ट आज हमें मिल रही है वो एकदम पीक पे है। तो मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवादी हूँ और परमात्मा से श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के लिए भगवान उनको और लंबी उम्र दे, और जो हर भारतीय ने एक सपना देखा है कि इंडिया एक दिन सुपर पावर बने, तो वो शायद यही कर सकते हैं।
Now let's ask Mohammed Faruqi. So you run a mega printing business in the US. How have things changed? What's different? And do you keep coming to India often?
Yes, yeah, I do come to India often, almost 3-4 times a year. I have my back-end office here. I have my supply vendors here. So I live in New York. What I have seen, what we can't deny about our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, is you love him, you hate him, you can't avoid him. So Modi ji ki ek jo khasiyat which I like in any leader, you have to have a very strong head and a very clear thought process. What he has done in last 10 years in terms of brand India is phenomenal. Chahe hum be it from any party that you belong or any party or thought process you support, we have to acknowledge jo अच्छी चीज़ें हैं, we have to accept that कि यार marketing wise nobody can beat Narendra Modi. जो दिखेगा वो बिकेगा, and he is the master of it. So today when I come here as a NRI, and this is my second time attending, I was here last time in Indore. The overall cleanliness of the cities, the whole entire organization of the event is just another level, and this is the stepping stone what will make us superpower in years to come. बोलते ना, attitude makes the difference. Correct. And the attitude today, India is ready to take that next step.
Let me ask you, politically there is this whole narrative that he is anti-Muslim and his policies are skewed against Muslims, even business. Do you feel any differentiation in that kind of an approach in his policy as a leader, as a
So what has happened is looking at the whole election narrative, the hatred goes out. वो लगता ये है कि the whole BJP party is anti-Muslim or Mr. Narendra Modi is anti-Muslim, which is not the fact. अब कोई भी इंसान इस position पे इतनी बार अगर आ रहा है, he is doing something great. There is a blessing that God has on him. Whether we like it, we don't like it. So I always look at the positive sides of an individual. जो अच्छी चीज़ें हैं, take that in your stride and move on. And इतने लेवल, बड़े लेवल पे जब कोई इंसान बैठा है और एक बार नहीं, दो बार नहीं, तीसरी बार, so there is something that he is doing right which you and I might not agree, but there is God that he agrees with him, so he is giving and he's blessing him. That's the idea.
That's the idea. But I'm just saying, in his policies, in his approach, have you faced anything?
No,
or do you believe that if you are entrepreneurial, if you take initiative, the opportunity is
No,
equal?
India is a land of opportunities. अगर आप यहाँ मेहनत करोगे, there is still a scope to become another Birla, another Ambani, another Tata. But again, you
Another
need to
Faruqi
know.
So, Sandhya ji, let me ask you your thoughts. How do you see Prime Minister Narendra Modi, this entire initiative of trying to bring the Pravasi Bharatiya back to Bharat, and also like he was saying that you are ambassadors. Bhavdeep ji was saying. Yeah.
So I am Dr. Sneh Sanikathuria from UK. I left India when I was only 15-16. So mostly wahi ki hu, half and half ho gayi hu. I come every time, twice a year to India, but it's a treat for me coming to India, right? But this time coming to Puri, and it was mesmerizing is the right word for me. And when it comes to Narendra Modi ji ki hum baat karte hain, so because of him in UK, our brave Rishi Shonak took the effort. उनकी वजह से हुआ क्योंकि it is a domino effect. Domino effect in terms of कि बिकॉज हमारा इमेज अच्छा हो गया हर विश्व में, राइट, एंड उसकी वजह से एक इंडियन इतनी वो क्या कहते हैं हिम्मत कर सका कि ब्रिटिश में वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर बना. सो दैट इज़ अ डोमिनो इफेक्ट ऑफ कोर्स.
They say no, save the best for the last. So this gentleman here is somewhere on your shoulders is the responsibility to also fuel the AI revolution in our country. Now, is that too much of an ask from you, Raghu Gopalji? How do you see Bharat? Is it ready?
Thank you very much, first of all, and giving me this opportunity to talk for a couple of minutes. Yes, I am Dr. Raghu Gopal. I actually have brought a large delegation of members of Indian Minorities Federation from Fiji Islands.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and what an amazing conference! What a great setup! Very impressed with what I've seen over here. Met great people, some amazing people, not just business people, but people from academia, some great people that have done great community work, that have done so well in different countries. So great place, collusion place to meet all of those people. Learned a lot, sitting through some of the seminars there about what is happening in Odisha, what is happening in India. Got to learn a lot, and I'm very excited with what I've heard.
Where do you draw your roots from in Bharat? I know 2-3
from Kerala.
From Kerala.
Cochin,
So
yes.
so you still are in touch with Malayalam? You speak Malayalam?
Unfortunately, not very well, but
But
still keep the roots.
So-
But one thing that I will say that I've seen and learned in this trip specifically, I think with the vision that Prime Minister Modi ji and his government has created, the optimism that he has given to the entire country, like people from the rickshawala to the individual that's working in a restaurant to business people are so optimistic about where India is going to go, and I'm very, very confident that there's no stopping. And I can guarantee you, India will be the #1 economy in the world. It's just a matter of time.
quickly, we're going to wind up this conversation. One thing that you would like the PM to do going forward, you'd like Bharat to do going forward. One aspect, one thing, जहाँ हम और कर सकते हैं.
सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी का थोड़ा मेरे को लग रहा है कि बाहर वाले जब एनआरआई आते हैं तो उनको थोड़ा सा फील होता है. एक उनकी जो प्रॉपर्टियों के जहाँ से थोड़े बहुत झगड़े चल रहे हैं, तो वो उसके लिए कुछ ना कुछ इनको कोई लग से कोई बनाना चाहिए, एक और डिपार्टमेंट या मिनिस्ट्री कोई ऐसे कि
जहाँ पे वो डायरेक्टर्स को हैंडल
एनआरआई के जो भी मसले हैं वो सॉल्व हो सके.
NRI issues directly handle हो जाएं, so something a separate ministry or a separate department that can.
Yes, yes.
Bhavdeep ji.
So I think India has a very strong base, and I would say it's a great strength in the tech sector. AI की आपने बात करी है, और हमारा इतना बड़ा diaspora overseas है, and they are primarily into the technological side. So I think we need to further, there is potential to unlock and unleash that AI and tech side.
So the AI collab can be more,
Yes.
give and take in the sense
Yes.
invest here,
Yes.
harvest from
And
here,
we
and
need
also make
India
for the
to
world.
become the AI capital of the world,
Okay, the
and
capital
the
of the
diaspora can play a very defining role in this.
Very well said. Mr. Monty?
Okay, so I believe so. The basic problem the most NRI face when they comes to India or Odisha, that no, they cannot use Phone Pay and Google Pay because the numbers are outside number, right? Either they have to carry two number, one local number, one outside number. Otherwise, if they have the only one number, they have to carry a lot of cash, or they will struggle using Phone Pay and Google Pay and Paytm. So we should do something that no, the outside number also could be used with the app like Phone Pay and Google Pay.
So UPI for international numbers
Yeah.
when in Bharat.
Yeah.
When in the Bharat roaming agent,
Yeah,
there
yeah,
should be
yeah,
UPI.
yeah.
So, yeah, ma'am, I'll come to you. Babaji?
Yes.
Great suggestion. Yeah.
This is a slogan, सबका साथ सबका विकास, मोदी जी का स्लोगन है. और he's doing well whatever he's doing. We are satisfied, but one thing we have a request and suggestion for the mostly NRIs. There should be fast tracks, courts for the NRI issues for their properties, and special police stations, officers of investigation for their properties to solve quick, because we can't stay long time here.
Got it.
That's our weak point. To
So-
solve this, it should be done.
जैसे मेरे से आप भारत नहीं निकाल सकते, तो मैं चाहती हूँ कि मेरी फ्यूचर जनरेशंस, माय सन, माय ग्रैंडचिल्ड्रन, माय ग्रेट ग्रैंडचिल्ड्रन शुड हैव द सेम लव एंड अफेक्शन फॉर दिस कंट्री एंड दे शुड कम. तो उसके लिए क्या है कि मोदी जी एंड द गवर्नमेंट हैव टू डू अ इनिशिएटिव वेयर देयर इज नॉट मच रेड टेप. The red tape is too much that kids are scared to come and say, we can't handle properties in here, we can't handle the legal system here. So something should be done there.
The narrative which you were asking me earlier, the Western media picks on things कि minorities are not safe here. तो अगर मोदी जी आकर ये कहें हम सब एक हैं, हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई हम हैं सब भाई भाई, नैरेटिव व्हेन इट गोज इनटू इलेक्शन, कोई भाषण कोई भी नेता देता हो, इट कैन बी टेकन फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव. तो नाउ इज़ द टाइम. मोदी जी अब ऑलरेडी इज़ ग्रेट, ही कैन बी ग्रेटेस्ट व्हेन द होल नेशन कम्स टुगेदर एंड सेज अपना नेता कैसा हो, नरेंद्र मोदी जैसा हो.
Fantastic. So he's got to win over perhaps certain constituencies that he's not been able to, and also quell some of these international narratives. Raghuvaji?
Companies like us, MSM Unify, that are leading work in AI, I think making the business environment a little bit easier, taking away a bit of red tape so it entices businesses like us to come here and do business, I think would be very important, helpful.
इस टाइप के जो प्रोग्राम्स हैं और ज़्यादा होने चाहिए. अभी 2 साल में एक होता है, एवरी ईयर हो तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग आएंगे और टूरिज्म बढ़ेगा और डिफरेंट स्टेट्स में होना चाहिए.
Okay, so take it to other states and do it more often. Okay.
Our media should take over the international media because our children are the real source, which are instead of going westernization, bird should come to become Indianization of everything.
Okay, so we need to Indianize a lot of the narratives and story, and that for that, Bharatiya media has to take over the globe. Okay, that's a cue for us too. All right.
Yeah, I don't have any suggestion for this great country of India. I have one thing which I have to show to my country that कि युद्ध से नहीं बुद्ध से काम चलेगा.
I have 2 suggestions. One is advancing more of Indian culture worldwide. As we are accepting Western culture, I feel the essence of India should also be there with the world.
Right.
And second, my suggestion would be healthcare. Though we Indians are best with the healthcare department, but so there are remote areas, there's like pilgrim places that we're going, so the healthcare still is difficult. So I feel that should be advanced.
Yeah, I think we know we can become the health destination for the world, but we also need to have a phenomenal health infrastructure within our own country.
Yes, yes.
And suggestion very well taken. Yes, ma'am.
Hello. So first thing that there is value of the passport has increased because first I have to say what he has done. That is why my husband is back, and he said that ye country hai jahan, but this is the place to be, especially now when it's rising. And but my children are not coming back, so I want to just request, because it gets very emotional to give off the passport, So if dual citizenship is there, parents like us would be very happy that. Why not being a dual passport, like dual citizenship?
Dual citizen, yeah, okay. There is OCI and the passport, but I believe that passport रखें एक ही रखें, दो देश में क्या? That's my personal point of view, but you made a suggestion there. हाँ जी.
मेरा एक सजेशन और रिक्वेस्ट है कि अगर हम ये कर सकें कि जैसे मेरा एक छोटा बेटा है, तो we wanted to move back, settle back to India. So we were trying and planning everything. So we invested, and I have health issues, so we invested in insurance. So something bad, unfortunately, we were scammed.
Okay.
more than 1 crore rupees. So I request there should be one law, or there should be some law to recover the money. That is the most important for NRI, because you invest and
you get scammed. What do you do?
Yeah,
correct.
And that paper was real looking paper. Nobody can understand it's fake or forged, whatever it is. Nobody can understand, seriously.
So you got scammed, and when you got scammed, you didn't know how to get your money back,
yes,
who to approach, what to do.
Right.
So I think yeah.
So, and as a good citizen, Indian citizen, we went and reported, and that guy is in the jail, but we didn't get our money. Right. And what they do, it's like the pattern. They catch every time someone. So that guy who scammed us, he has been doing with so many NRIs.
Correct.
And before us, he scammed one NRI lady, 3.5 crore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what tends to happen is the actions of one or two
Yeah.
or a few, when they scam 3 or 4, and the word spreads that this is not a country that can be trusted, its people cannot be trusted, and that's the image dent.
That's
It's
my
the biggest
point.
image dent.
Right.
So I agree, and it's a very valid session. In fact, I was in Sydney, and I had Pravasi there who had met, and they had given us the same suggestion that we need to have laws which are robust and which does not allow elements to spoil or taint the name of Bharat because of their own actions.
Right.
कुछ चंद लोगों की वजह से अगर image पूरा खराब हो जाता है तो फिर it hurts everyone.
And what happened? जब हमने सोचा कि हम पुलिस में जाके कंप्लेन करें, everybody suggested पुलिस के पास जाओगे पैसे कभी नहीं मिलेंगे, पुलिस कुछ नहीं करती. फिर भी हम गए, पुलिस ने उसको पकड़ा. हाँ, I must say they did the great job. हाँ, उनका काम हो गया. But now government should make some law, and I have made a law name. It's called NIRMA, NRI Investment Recovery Money Act. So if you can use this, that will be very catchy.
All right. Okay. Chaliye. All right. Thank you very much. It's been amazing. Thank you so much for making the effort, and I really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you. Thank you so much. And let's hope that this interaction between Bharatiya and Pravasi Bharatiya only engages and the engagement increases and story of Bharat spreads farther and wider. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you to Satnam Singh Sandhu. Thank you to Indian Minorities Federation. He was phenomenal and he was instrumental bringing us all together, representing minorities, whichever country we are coming from. So big thanks to him and a big applause. Mataram.
Vande Mataram.
सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Ji. Thank you.